Alright, good people, so welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know, this is the EOS Network where we talk tech, we do unboxings, and we just talk tech and do unboxings. That's pretty much it for right now. So it's not too much of a network, but I enjoy this type of work, and I'm glad that the viewership gives me the subscribers to actually be able to do this, so thank you guys. And when I become bigger, I'll do a giveaway someday when I actually reach some type of, what's the word we're looking for? Notoriety. Notoriety. Yeah, anyway, the point is that today we're going to talk about the AirPod 3s. I'm not going to talk about the release date, but we are going to talk about the price, the features, the battery life, and more. And then we're going to give you basically my opinion about, are they worth the amount of money when it's all said and done. Now, I'm going to look at this in two different views. Now, these headphones are $180. Let's just keep that in mind as we talk about the features and what they added or what they already have. So first things first, we do have this new ear design. What I can honestly say is I have seen headphones, like generic headphones, not high-end headphones that have a similar in-ear design to this. The moment I look at this, I feel like this is going to be similar to the regular AirPods, where they didn't want to deviate too deeply from the design, where it will still be easy to slip in and out of your ear, so you won't have that pressure in your ear that a lot of other earbuds give you with the rubber tips. These will be easy to slip out. In terms of sound, like these do have spatial audio over here. I don't know how well spatial audio is going to work in an open ear product. When I say open ear, I mean it doesn't have rubber tips. So I know there's a particular name for that, but I'm just going to use open ear for just the rest of this video. So for anyone looking at this, just make sure you didn't skip the video. So when you hear open ear, you don't think I'm crazy. This is how I'm describing it. So when we look at this, it does have spatial audio. Cool. That is what the current AirPod Pros have, so that's a good feature. There's no reason to lessen too many features that the $250 model has. Remember, these are $180, so it's only a $70 difference. Battery life, you're looking at 6 hours of battery life for, trying to figure out the word, listening time. Now, granted, 6 hours of battery life, I don't know if that's at 100%. Normally, when they do these type of tests of battery life, you're looking at 60-70% of the headset. There is no ANC. Now, granted, most headphones in this price range and cheaper actually have ANC on it, and pretty decent ANC. And what that normally does, if you're using both ears, for those that don't know, it'll actually make anywhere you are more quiet. Meaning, if you're going past cars, you're going past buildings. I said going past buildings, like buildings make noise. If you're going past construction, you're going past cars, you're going to different places. The ANC will lessen the noise around you, conversations around people, traffic, rain, yes, even rain, and as long as you have a decent pair. And what will happen is you can lower the volume of your headset because it won't be as much strain on your ears, because normally you raise the volume up to kind of, just spitting all over the place. You raise the volume up normally so that you won't hear things around you. That's what a lot of people do. That's why they're unaware of their surroundings, and that's one of the reasons why ambient sound is a thing right now. But these don't have that feature. So granted, you'll have the better sounding music and whatnot, but it's a possibility that your headset will be higher. And the problem I had with the original AirPods was if I was on a train traveling, even though I turn the AirPods, that's what they're called, AirPods up, like the AirPod 2s, it strained and hurt my head and gave me headaches only because I had to put it that loud to what's the word? To kind of drown out the noise near me, everyone else. People, babies crying on the train, people yelling, arguing. It happens. It's Philadelphia, so, if you've ever been here and you call it public transportation, you know how terrible it is as a whole. Now, granted, I did have the AirPod Pros at one point, which I actually gave those away. They work very, very well with Apple products when it comes to texting messages. AirPods, all the AirPods actually have this, I believe, including the ones, I believe. It reads text messages back to you, Siri does. So it does have some really cool features for people that are truly Apple people. Spatial audio, I'm sure that's going to be an only Apple thing where it only will support iPhones or MacBooks or, just their Apple line of products. I doubt they're going to really have any type of software for Android devices. So that's why I say for anybody in the Android market, when I do get these and I test them out with an actual Android, I highly doubt there's going to be an app. I highly doubt there's going to be any app updates. So what I'm hoping is that old Mac behind me, which I don't use, only for updates for Apple products. Hopefully I can plug this up to it and it'll do its update. I won't know who did it, but we'll see. Unless I connect it to my other iPhone. and I try not to use that because I'm not big on the phone itself. Personal engravings, that's nothing new. They've been doing that for years now under the Apple products. Announce notifications with Siri. Again, that's nothing new. This isn't new a new feature. They've always been doing that. Now, granted, they might have extra features that they add to that announcement because the notifications I'm talking about was text message notifications. Now, if Siri announces notifications with Siri like email and different things like that, that is super cool, and that's an awesome feature that they can add to it. And I can honestly say this is one of the reasons why Apple is doing so well, especially in the marketplace, is because all their headsets, their watches, everything is integrated into one. You can look at your watch, answer the watch. I have a Samsung watch, but you can look at your watch and tap the answer button. It pops up on your headset. It's super convenient. Not every watch does that. Some watches, you answer it, it'll just pick up on the watch instead. And you have to physically go to your settings and go to the phone call and tap the Bluetooth and switch the device. So until some of these Android companies get that full integration, Apple's always going to be on top when it comes to software. Adaptive EQ, I'm not too sure what that means, but I know that a lot of other devices have EQ settings where they're either pre-installed EQ settings or manual. I'm not sure which one this is, where you can customize it yourself, and it allows you to get better sound. I mean, if you equip adaptive EQ with spatial audio, which I'm going to guess they're both compatible with each other, maybe, um, it would sound pretty good to some people. I know for spatial audio, for me, if I turn my head and I don't like the fact that one side gets lower than the other, that's just messing with my mind right there. It's a cool feature, but it's just not for me. But I'm sure some people will love it. Sweat and water resistant. I don't think the AirPod 1s and 2s had an IP rating. I could be wrong. But this will have, I'm guessing IPX4 or IPX7. I don't believe they said that during the event. I did watch a little video, but I kind of just rushed through it just to see the specs and kind of talk to you guys on my channel about how I felt about it. And, again, it's just worth getting because you can use these for non-Apple products. Improved quality for FaceTime calls. Well, duh. We already knew that they're going to have better call quality. To be honest, I think the AirPod 2s have better call quality than the AirPod Pros, primarily because of that open ear design. The Pros kind of gave you that suction in your ear where the earbud would fit a certain way, the rubber tip. So the call quality was a little muffled at times, but for the 100%, not 100%, like 90% of the time, it was awesome. But the AirPod 2s, to me at least, again, I'm not downplaying the AirPod Pros. I'm just saying that because of the design of the ear, it played music better, obviously, because of how the rubber tips fit in your ear. But when it came to phone calls, it was just slightly muffled. But I would still say the AirPod Pros is still the top tier of headphones to get if you're in the Apple line of ecosystem and that's what you want in terms of these earbuds. MagSafe charging. Right off the back, the first thing that pops up in my head is wireless charging. So you probably could use a wireless charger with this. I'm guessing the case is also wireless charging. Also, I'm thinking that's probably one of the reasons why it costs $180 is because that case probably has wireless charging technology in it. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. And I would assume it does, because if MagSafe works, that's a wireless charging feature. So I'm guessing you could probably use another wireless charger with it. I'm sure that there'll be a lot more information on the Apple website, and as things go on, you're going to get your Flossie Carters and your I forgot some of the other guys' names that do these reviews, but they're going to do all the reviews, get the product early because they're billionaires and and incredible sources basically, and good for marketing. They'll get the products and they'll answer the questions that I can't personally ask because I won't be getting this until probably day one. Apple doesn't know who I am. Dolby Atmos for Apple Music. I mean, for you 100 people that still use Apple Music, good for you. I'm more of a YouTube and Spotify guy just to be able to play certain songs, and then I'll just download it permanently to my phone because you never know. Sometimes the internet could go down. It could be a nationwide thing one day, and you can't listen to your music. So I like to actually physically own or digitally own my music on my computer where I can just drag and drop it anytime. Again, I'm an Android user when I say drag and drop. Find my network. Cool. That means you can find your headset, I'm guessing. And if someone was to steal it, you guess you could find one ear right here. I don't know how that works if the AirPods are separated, but we'll see. I know with the other AirPods, I think it was $29 for a year or 2 years of protection. I don't know the actual deductible amount for the AirPods, like each AirPod, because you could replace one and then sync it with a new case and you were good to go, depending on what you've lost. So of course, you did pay a certain amount to get that other headset. So again, not too sure how that's going to go, but they have a policy. I'm sure it's already pre-written. We already talked about the battery life. This is how it looks with the MagSafe charger on the back. So that means, again, this case has wireless charging. So if you're familiar with AirPod 2s, they were grossly overpriced at $199 for the AirPod wireless case, as if that was some type of hot commodity. Uh, this is a $50 Anchor headset right here, and it's going to make you laugh. This has wireless charging. So like I said, it's not some specialized technology. I like when they add features and try to act as if this is an upgrade. It's not. This is the AirPod 2s with a better design. And for people, that want to have a new product, especially in tech, because I'm not even into this product and my heart is still racing like I want the new AirPod to test out and open on the channel and all that and have a dialogue. I'm even feeling that way, but at least I understand that this isn't going to be better than the headphones that I typically use, especially because of no app support and I'm Android. But I will say that for Apple users, this will probably be top notch for you guys and you'll love it. I just kind of wish they added active noise cancellation, even if it was a bad amount, so you guys can experience it and be like, you know what, yeah, this is really good. Active noise cancellation for those that don't have it, the pros. And then from there, once you use it, you're not going to not use it. Put it that way. Let's see what else do we have here. Like I said, they're $179 in price. Spatial audio, all that fun stuff. We talked about that. And here's the part that I'm talking about with the open ear design where my mouse is right here. What I noticed about this part is that because this area is so fat right here, you can't see my hand, but I'm actually putting my hand right. I'll use the mouse. This design right here feels like I had an issue with the old AirPods where when I put them in my ear, they were comfortable for a while, but if I twist and move them, they can cut the inside of my ear. And that was because AirPods just don't sit the way the commercials tell you. Nobody wears it like that. Like some people do, but for the most part, most people don't. If you're walking down the street and you can hear someone's whole conversation, people tend to twist it to fit it in a way where it feels secure. So the stems will always stick sideways kind of in your ear. I know you can't really see me doing it, but the sticks would fit sideways in the ear, and that way it would stay more snug. Now, granted, there are probably going to be third-party companies that make a covering for this, like a rubber covering where you put it on there. I actually had those for my Galaxy Bud Lives because they kept slipping in and out of my ear, and it just holds it in place. And hopefully, the rubber, they'll make enough mouth room. Let me see if you have the headset right here. Hopefully they have enough mouth room, like the rim right here. I call that a mouth room, where you can keep that rubber on top of your headset, so you can pull it out any time you want to, and it'll fit easier in your ear and sit in place. So that's the. I'm sure there's more to this than I'm talking about, but again, let's do my last impressions personally. They're not worth $180 in my opinion. And the reason I say that this should have stayed the same price of $159 or $149, whatever they charge for AirPods. They should have kept that narrative. By making this $179, again, what they are doing, the regular AirPods are still $249. AirPod Pros, these are $179, and the AirPod 2s are going to drop to $129. Now, granted, when you see these prices, this is the middle ground. And remember, there are no other earbuds really competing with AirPods. They are, I call them the industry standard. People are going to buy these. Everybody else is chasing Apple's trends. So this is going to sell like hotcakes. It's probably going to be sold out the first day. When I got the Pros, I got 2 pairs the first day for me and my wife. They didn't fit her ears, so I just sold them to a coworker for the same price. They got them. My other pair, I don't know. I gave those away at one point. So, that's that. Uh, Again, for me, I'm more interested in Liberty Air 3 Pros, I believe they're called, because they have ANC, they have customizable EQs and things like that. Not saying that this doesn't, but active ANC is such a huge factor in my life at this point, where anyone that uses that, it's hard to go back to a headset that doesn't have it. It forces you to kind of reevaluate what's happening around you. Like I just recently went to the Renaissance Fair, and it was like a million people there, and I'm just like I'm not panicking, but I was like, it's too many people, it's too much noise, it's too many crowds, too many conversations. I popped in my Liberty Air 2s, whoop, noise cancellation knocked out at least 60 to 70% of that noise. Had a conversation with my wife when I was walking around the event and things like that, so that was very convenient. If you use these in a crowd, I'm telling you, it's a huge chance that those people, any person on the phone, is probably going to be hear your conversation along with everybody else. But again, that's not life or death. This is just my little quirks and problems that I have with it. If you're an Apple user and you already have AirPod 2s, as long as this fit is fine, It's going to have better battery life. It's going to have better quality, and it has more features. So it's no negatives except for just no ANC, and really 179 price tag, which again I think is way too much. Like, should have just gave you a $159 option, which was uh, without a wireless case, similar to AirPods, and then a $199 option, which would have been with the wireless case, and people would have bought it, and they still would have sold like hotcakes anyway, and you would have had two iterations of the same product. People would have decided what it is that they wanted, and probably would have been even more pre-orders. But again, I'm not Apple. What do I know about products? I just used to sell them. Anywho, again, like I said, I keep saying final verdict, but because I actually did a video earlier, and I said let me re-record this video. I was a little too harsh on the product, and I have to realize that I never had an issue with AirPods except for the fit, really. And when you really think about the fit of the AirPods, I can't down them the way that I was in that other video, so I had to redo this. It will have the H1 chip. Also, I'm sorry, let me bring up another point that I was saying. Now, another reason these are 180 is, like I said this before in a previous video, and people shoot me up about this, which is fine, but facts are facts if you look at things objectively. It's still an opinion, but I'm calling it a fact. The Beats brand is the cheap little brother to, put it this way, the Beats brand at this point is nothing more than the prince from the commoner wife. You know how those old stories of the prince, he doesn't have the right to succession because his wife, his mother was what's the word, a concubine or something, and she was like a commoner and all that. That's what the Beats brand is to Apple, where the Beats are 149, right? And they have ANC and they have some features. It's just enough to make people happy to say, LeBron put it in his ears, I have to buy it now, and they buy it. People see things visually. When Apple talks on the stage, they're, oh, you buy this, you buy that, the fit will be amazing. And they just have a way to sway people to buy products which they don't really need. And, you know, you're not going to get that much more CPU strength. You're not going to get that bigger battery life. It's not going to be that drastic of a difference that you want to get rid of your AirPod 2s. It's just more of a situation that we as people want the newest thing out. So if you're an AirPod 2 user and you have no issues or you recently bought them, I wouldn't upgrade to the 3. There's no reason to. Now, I don't know if Apple has a trade-in program at the Apple stores, and if they do, that's something to think about. I don't know what they'll give you for AirPod 2s, but if it's like $100, $80, something like that, $100 hopefully. I don't know. I don't know what they would give you for a trade-in, if they even do that. I know some companies do trade-ins of older products, and then I know Samsung does that. You have a particular phone, you trade it in, you get a discount off for this, for that. I'm sure Apple does the same thing. If they don't, I don't care. I'm not buying any more Apple phones anytime soon. But it's a cool product. Like I'll be honest, it's a cool product. It has the H1 chip. You can tell they care about their products, unlike the Beats Pros. And the Beats, like I said, it's a generic brand. The Beats brand is basically the skull candy of Apple, while this is the higher end brand. And I understand why they have a 179 tier, a 129 for AirPod 2s, and then a 250 for that. I don't put the AirPod Max in that category at all because it's an overhead headset that's grossly overpriced. Well, it's not grossly overpriced when you think of actual audiophile stores where you can buy products. Then that's actually fairly cheap, believe it or not, and the quality is good. So let me take that back. But again, I'm getting it regardless. I'm going to do a test with Android devices. I'm sure there's going to be no real features. It's going to be a fast video. They're not going to allow me to really, I don't think I'll be able to do spatial audio with that. Now I do know with the AirPod Pros, for those that are wondering, if you use it with an Android device, automatically when you take both ears out of your ear, when you take both buds and put them in your ear, active noise cancellation instantly kicks in. So I'm glad they did that feature. So I don't think there's a way to turn it off with an Android device. It might be. Let me know in the comment section. But for the most part, again, it's just overpriced for me. But I'm thinking that 180 price tag came from the case being wireless from the get-go. Because if it wasn't, it would be a $30, $40 price tag cheaper, and then we wouldn't be talking about this. But anyway, that's the video. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Not sure what it's going to be about. It's going to be about something. But hopefully, unfortunately, no, there's one more thing. I'm going to look at the release date. I did not see that. I read part of the article, then I watched the unboxing video. Not unboxing, I'm sorry. I watched the Apple event part of the headset. I didn't care about the Max or anything like that. I'm a PC user build. Some people are like, ew, PC, but I'm a gamer. So realistically, I got to use PCs to do that. Like Macs are out of the question. But I will say that I don't see a release date. I don't feel like reading this article. Honestly, I don't really care when they're released. All I know is that you can order them at least. You can reserve them and pay for them. I'm not doing that. I know for a fact that there's going to be enough headsets, whether you go to an Apple store, whether you go to Best Buy, whether you go to a Micro Center, they're going to have it. They're going to have the product. I'm not going to an Apple store. I'm going to go to like Best Buy or a store that I normally used to go into, get this product probably day one. If they don't have it their day one, I might have to go to the Apple store, unfortunately. And I normally just call them ahead of time and see if they have any more. That's what I did last time when I got the Pros, and I was good to go. And I doubt these are going to sell more than, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that because this is Apple and their sales are unpredictable, but it's going to be astronomical, I can tell you that much. So anyway, that's the video. Like, subscribe, and let's talk about it in the comment section what you guys think if this is actually worth buying for the 180. If you're like me and you use Anchor, Samsung Buds, Bose, and other things, and you're like, well, is it going to have better sound than those? No. Well, why is the price tag like that? That's how I think of things. But listen, if you see my channel, I've bought some weird products just to see if they work. So that's about it, guys. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and be safe until then.